For the first time in the competition's history, the 2023 ABSA Cup final, won by Forest Green on Saturday at Woodland Stadium, featured the use of the video assistant referee. Zambia became the first country in sub-Saharan Africa to roll out the VAR in domestic football. They are only the third African country, following Morocco and Egypt, to implement VAR in domestic matches. It has been in use by the two North African countries for the past 2 years. The match, however, was officiated by non-Zambians, with Egypt's Amin Omar serving as the center referee and his compatriots Mohamed Aburegal and Ahmed Hossam Tata serving as the first and second officials, respectively. Mahmoud Nagy, also from Egypt, was the first official of the day. In the VAR room, Morocco's Samuel Gizaz and Daniel Arié from Ghana were the video assistant referees. And Zambia's Diana Chikotesha was also among the supporting VAR officials. Now we have a guest joining us all the way from Zambia, a football writer and reporter. He is Calvin Chikenge from Lusaka, Zambia. Good to have you with us, Calvin.
Good. It's good to be here. Good to be here as well. Good afternoon.
Good morning from this part. Did I get the pronunciation right of your surname?
Well, you have tried. Chikenge it is, yeah.
Okay, it sounds good because I really want to get to pronounce these names correctly. Maybe I will just have to change my nationality to become a Zambian because I love those names from Zambia. But good to have you with us. Now, what do you make of the tournament, what we saw in the domestic league with the use of the VAR so far in that one?
I mean, it was a huge achievement. It's huge success for us. It's something that the Football Association of Zambia has been talking about, I think, for the last 1 year now, ever since, the video assistant referee was introduced in football. The Football Association of Zambia vice president has been talking about introducing it in the Zambian game. So it was a huge thing for us. I think you can tell from the turnout. Many people, went to the Woodland Stadium. Of course, the venue was even small because a lot of people really wanted to get to see how this video assistant referee was going to be implemented in our game for the first time. So it was massive success for us.
Yeah. So for the Zambian fans now, was it a whole lot to see that we didn't have the Zambians officiating in that one? We had more of the guys from Ghana and Morocco. Was it a bit of worry for the fans over there?
Yes, many fans were worried, especially football writers. Of course, they expressed their concerns. I am one of those who expressed concern over the same issue as to why we did not have Zambians, officiating that match. So I personally reached out to the Football Association of Zambia to just find out why we did not have Zambians officiating that match with video assistant referee in use. And the explanation that I was given was that we do not have FIFA certified referees to officiate a match that has the video assistant referee. So the country had two. That is Janice Kazwe. I'm sure all of you, many people know Janice Kazwe, who is now retired, and also Diana Chikotesha, who was among the video assistant referees. So the Football Association of Zambia said, because we do not have referees that are qualified to officiate a match that is using VAR.
All right, Calvin, I would like to ask, Zambia, the first country in sub-Saharan Africa to introduce VAR. How effective was VAR in that cup final? Do you think that it would be a one-off thing, or it would be something that will be used in every match of the Zambia League come next season?
It's not going to be used in every match. So I also reached out again to the Football Association of Zambia to ask the same question, and the response that we were given is that the Football Association of Zambia is looking to implement VAR in the Zambian Super League in phases. So this means that we will have it on during the most important games. We have the Kitwe Derby, which is like the biggest match in the league. We also have matches like Zesco versus Nkana, Zesco versus Power Dynamos. These are big clubs in the country. So the Football Association of Zambia is looking to use VAR in those particular matches. So it will not be implemented next season in all the league matches, but only important matches. And that is what the Football Association of Zambia means by saying they will introduce it in phases. Of course, they also mentioned that it is quite expensive, but they are confident that they will succeed come next season. And talking of how effective it was in that game, I must say it was effective. We saw a goal being cancelled, which was due to an infringement that the Red Arrows player, the Forest Rangers player, made in the process to their second goal, which was ruled out. So I think it was effective, yeah.
All right, Calvin, it's interesting to know that Zambia had support from Ghana's Daniel Laye and his own Diana Chikotesha in the VAR room. I mean, how does their presence reflect the collaboration between different countries in improving football officiating, especially, of course, the African countries present at the VAR room?
Yeah, so many times we Africans have actually complained about, unfair officiating, and we have sometimes heard people say, why is this match not being officiated by Africans when there's a European being given the match to as the center referee when an African team is involved? So it is a good one. I think it's something that Africans should do more to collaborate with other Africans. I think the Football Association of Zambia actually has been doing a lot of collaborations, especially with the Moroccan Football Association in trying to improve our game. So I think it is a step in the right direction, and I hope many other African countries would, take this as an example, take this as a way to go to in terms of making collaborations in improving the African game.
All right, Calvin, great developments across Africa, the likes of Zambia and Morocco taking charge of the VAR, and I hope that it spreads across Africa. But do you really think sports technology is a major welcome development in Africa, or should it go back to the dark days?
It does have its own bad side and, of course, the good side. But when you look at it personally, I think the good outweighs the bad. So for me, it is welcome. And we are going into a digital world. The world is going digital. So we need to move at the same pace as the rest of the world. So, there's no way we can say, no, it's bad. Let's not do it because we are African. I think if everyone else is doing it, I think we should also head into that direction. So I think it's a welcome move. And I hope in the near future, in the coming years, we'll see many other Africans, embracing this technology.
All right, so thank you very much, Calvin Chikenge, for your time and joining us today on the show.
Thank you.